Alright, Pokemon players, we're here for the Canada Regionals Finals. We have Jason versus Kieran. Jason is playing Groudon. Kieran is playing Toadbat, so there are... Alright, we see Jason's going to go ahead and attach an Assault Vest to his Groudon on the bench and attach a Strong Energy and go ahead and use Tropical Beach. Let's draw until he has 7 cards in his hand. Kieran's going to go ahead and start off with an Ultra Ball. This is a very interesting matchup. I'm not surprised to see Jason here in the finals. His last opponent would have been Zach, which Darkrai is weak to fighting. We talked about that Zach didn't have to go up against any weakness. There wasn't a lot of fighting, so to see the fighting deck pull through here, I'm not too shocked. I'm sure they had a really great matches. And this is where the situation of Kieran is going to have to do a lot of damage to be able to get through Jason's Groudons. And Kieran is really going to rely on lasers. He's going to be relying on doing a lot of damage with the Sneaky Bites and the Crobats. So it's all going to be very interesting. This is definitely all 3 matches that we've had today for the finals, all the way up to the finals, have been great. So we're going to see here. Unfortunately, Jason, even though he got to Tropical Beach, he is trainer locked now. So, but he's really, he's going to look to just go ahead and just discard his cards. He wants to just be able to manually start attaching energy. He wants to evolve into the, he wants to Mega the Groudon and just have Groudon be doing his thing. The only issue that I guess Jason have right now is that active Regirock, while it will eventually be knocked out from damage, he's going to be out there a few turns, and that could give Kieran enough time to be able to strategically bat onto the Groudon on the bench. So Kieran has a lot of tough decisions to make, and Jason's really just slowly manually attaching energy. He wants to continue to make sure he has the energy to be able to attach. So let me see. Kieran's going to go ahead and Professor Juniper. They did attach second DCE onto the Seismitoad. He's going to go ahead and just continue with his Quaking Punch. And we see Jason is looking, he did have the Zerosic here. We see he's going to go ahead and Zerosic one of the DCs. Jason's going to go ahead and play another Groudon on the bench. And he's going to go ahead and Tropical Beach for 1. He did get an energy that he needs. He wants to, again, like I said, he wants to be able to get that Mega, have the energy, and just start attacking. And that is potentially what Groudon wants to do. And because Kieran won't be able to one-shot that Groudon, no matter if he win one turn, he wouldn't be able to bat enough and do enough damage. Potentially, if he grenade hammered and he played a lot of bats, he might get close, but the odds are he's not going to be able to one-shot. And that Groudon is just going to be doing a lot of damage, so especially when we see the third strong energy be attached. Kieran also does play Zerosic, so he's going to have the ability to Zerosic those strong energies off. So again, it's very, very open to anyone's game. We see Kieran is going to go ahead and Colress for 5. He puts 2 damage onto the Groudon with the Sneaky Bite. He has a Seismitoad active. He's been attacking with for a couple turns here. We see Jason go ahead and promote Groudon EX. He's going to attach that. He's going to play that Tropical Beach. He's going to be able to Hex Maniac here. He has no other supporters, so there's no reason for him not to. And he's going to go ahead and Tropical Beach for 2. I don't believe he got any energy off that, but I do see that he has a... he's got a Karina in his hand, so he's going to be able to get the Mega at least this turn. Okay, we see he did go ahead and go in there and get that Mega. He's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve, and that ends his turn. Kieran's going to go ahead and be able to put 30. He's going to put 30 right on that Mega. So now we see Kieran might have the ability to pull this out. He has 50 damage already onto that bench Groudon. It is just taking too long for Jason to be able to set it up, simply just because Jason missed a couple turns of energy attachment, and that's what is so important, is to get the energy attachment here. So we see Jason does not have energy in his hand. And he didn't play it yet. He's going to go ahead and just Tropical Beach. I believe the Mega Groudon needs 4 energy to attack. And I believe he didn't want to attach that energy because he wanted to give Kieran the idea that Jason didn't have the energy to attack. But also Kieran does play the Mewtwo, so he didn't want to attach energy to him just because Kieran would have been able to catch her and... I'm sorry, Kieran would have been able to Lysander and possibly knock out that Groudon with the Mewtwo. So Jason's is calculating damage right here. He's trying to see when his Groudon's going to be knocked out. This is the issue, is that the Groudon is going to be knocked out in 2 more hits, the active Groudon. But that is 2 more turns that Kieran's going to be able to continue to do bat damage onto Jason's bench. He doesn't have an AZ in his hand. Oh, but he has the Cassius, I'm sorry. So he's going to go ahead and just shuffle that back in. So that's potentially going to give him the ability to go ahead and give him exactly what he wants to do, is to be able to go ahead and attack this turn with this. See, Jason is going to go ahead and put the Wobbuffet on the bench, and he's going to go ahead and take that knockout on that Size Toad. Now, how quickly the tables will turn. Kieran he's got options. Easily be able to do things. So Kieran is going to go ahead and Ultra Ball. He's looking to get a gold bat. He's still going to try to bat down this Groudon. Looks like he Crobatted the active, but he would have Crobatted for 30. So I think that the 10... Did he? Oh, he didn't Crobat. Okay, he got the gold bat. Okay. What did he put the Crobat damage on then?
He put the Crobat on the active. It was at 70.
Okay, yeah, you're right. And that was when they swapped the die. Okay. So, sitting at 120. He does have that Assault Vest on there, so that is going to definitely help keep the damage low. Kieran is playing that Mewtwo. The Mewtwo is going to be able to help him win this matchup. He just needs to be able to get the DCE on it. Kieran's going to go ahead and pick the... He's going to pick a Zubat out with that Ultra Ball. He's going to play it on his bench, and he's going to pass his turn. Benefit here is that Jason is now not trainer locked. So this is huge, that one play. What's super funny, Jason plays a super potion. Everybody's got to read what it does. It's kind of funny how many people had to pick up that super potion just to read as uncommon of a super potion that is. Jason's going to go ahead and double VS Seeker for the Lysanders. He's Lysandering up that Mewtwo. He's going to take that Mewtwo knockout, and this is very good for Jason. Oh, there wasn't a stadium in play, so he didn't actually get the knockout. Doesn't the Mega not get affected by trainers? So he can't technically put him poisoned? Is that correct?
That's the way I understand it.
So...
Double checking.
Prevent all effects. Yeah, okay. Jason knew to take that off, so I think that
Okay.
it was just a miscommunication of the issue right there. So, um, so Kieran's here, still deciding what he wants to do. He's gonna go ahead and hit the Groudon with the Crobat. Double puzzling of time for a DCE and a Juniper. Um, 120 minus 40 should have been 80. How much damage did the Groudon have on it? We're going to double check to make sure that math is correct because it looks. Okay, so 80 and 80 is 160.
Yeah, minus 40 is 120, which is what it's at.
Oh, is that a 6? The professor die, that die might have been a 6. Okay. Okay. So we're still okay. Um, no, because 120 and 120 is 240.
80, it had 80 on it.
And it took 80.
It took 120.
Minus 40 is 80.
Yes. 80.
Oh, 80 and 1. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain to you is that if this is a 1, if he had 80 and then if he had 120 and at 80, that should be not, that's what the damage on there is not correct.
Okay. I wasn't sure that it had.
All right, so we confirmed all the damage was correct. It was a 1. We thought that he had 120 on him, but he only had 110. So all the damage is correct. And then he did get 30 more since then, so. See, Jason just needs to be able to get these last 2 prize cards. See, double has the double puzzle of time. He's going to go ahead and get that super potion back. And he's going to go ahead and get the stadium back to be able to do the max damage that he needs. He's going to play the stadium. He's going to go ahead and discard the energy. Healing 60. Alright, and Jason's now left with 2 cards in his hand. He's going to go ahead and use that Tropical Beach. He did get the computer search, so for as long as Kieran cannot knock out that Primal Groudon, and get Kieran doesn't put Trainer Lock on Jason, Jason is going to be able to go search for a VS Seeker and put in that active Groudon with that Cassius, or Karina for type of switch card. So Kieran not putting Jason in the Trainer Lock has really put him at an advantage of being able to come back from this. So this is going to be very close. See, Kieran's going to go ahead and play puzzle time. He's going to put that Seismitoad on the top. We see Kieran's going to go ahead and put the DC on the Shaman. He's looking to Sky Return. This is exactly what Kieran needs to do at this point. He needs to get that Shaman off the bench. Not giving Jason the opportunity to Lysander it up to take the last two prize cards. The only time Kieran wants to put an EX down is to be able to, when he's getting the knockout on the Primal Groudon on the bench and causing him to set it down with the Seismitoad or any other Pokemon. However it is, he just needs to knock out the Primal Groudon. But he's slowly powering up another one, so still has a possibility of anyone's game. Not sure what other tricks Jason's going to have up his sleeve here. What else is in the deck? You see that Super Potion tech that he has in there. See, he does have a Pokemon Center Lady as well. He's just going to be continually healing. And Kieran has went through a lot of bats, so all right. And Jason's going to go ahead and just attach. And I think it looks like he's Tropical Beaching. I don't even know if I saw Kieran draw a card. Kieran must have drew so fast. See, Kieran's going to go ahead and retreat that Seismitoad. He knows that he isn't going to be able to get the knockout here, and that Jason would have been able to take a knockout back. So we're going to see here. Jason does have the Lysander there, so Jason does pull out that game with the Lysandering onto the Seismitoad. That's exactly what Kieran didn't want to have happen, but Jason was able to manually attach to two Groudons and put himself in a position to take that knockout just with all the healing. So we're going to see them shuffle up, and they'll be starting back for the second game of the finals. Alright guys, here we are. We're going into the second game of the finals here. We see Kieran's going to start off with a Jirachi, and he's actually going to go ahead and play an AZ. He's going to play that Jirachi back down in Stellar Guidance here for a Juniper, Professor Juniper. Jason this time started with a Groudon. Kieran's going to go ahead and do a quick deck search here, see what he has prized, and make a decision on what he wants to get here. He already chose the, well, I'm assuming he's going to continue to choose the Juniper, but he could be making a different decision here, so we'll see what he decides. Alright, he's going to go ahead, like I said, pick that Juniper. Not too sure what's going to happen in this game. They have a little over 44 minutes left. They're going to definitely have the ability to make it through an entire game too. But furthermore than a game two, it just depends on how long they get to that the game two does take. Whether or not how much time in game three they are going to be able to go. So this is still either player's game until the end. But actually, now looking at Jason's hand, Jason actually has a really good hand too. Um, this is really good for him. Kieran's just going to go ahead and pass. So Jason's going to go ahead and play Professor Letter. He's going to now do his deck search. Really quick here. There's a nice free flash of Jason's deck list here. He's double counting all of his cards. So Kieran's going to go ahead and draw there. He's going to go ahead and Sycamore. He did get a Toad, a Laser, another Zubat, so he's right back in here with this. He's going to go ahead and start Quaking Punching. Jason's going to have that Zerosic right here. He's going to be able to attach the Strong Energy. He's going to go ahead and Mega into Mega Groudon. EX, getting rid of that poison. He's going to end his turn. See, Kieran is going to have his third DCE right here. So you have Pokemon Center Lady. See, Jason's going to go ahead and Tropical Beach. Kieran's now going to be able to continue to be placing damage down. Kieran did also just get rid of a Super Scoop Up, and those are things that you don't want to have to see him do. He wants to be able to use those Scoop Ups to be able to play more bats, but Kieran's going to go ahead and put 3 onto the Groudon, or 6 and a 2. Kieran did also set up there. I'm going to see another Super Scoop Up. We got Tails on that one. Kieran's then going to go ahead and just Quaking Punch. Jason's checking to see what was in Kieran's discard pile. Jason has a couple options here. His active is looking like he's hurting, but this is actually going to be Kieran's 3rd DCE discarded. So if Kieran doesn't get that 4th DCE or a Water Energy, Kieran's going to be able to slowly... Oh, he did get that Water Energy right there. So... let's see, there's 160 on that Primal Groudon, so got 80 hit points left. See here. Kieran has lots of choices that he can make here. He does have the Puzzle of Time to be able to get back DCEs for the future, so again, this is still either player's game. And we see him go ahead and Skill Dive for 30. Alright, and we see Jason go ahead and take the knockout there on that Crobat. Kieran's checking how many cards he has left. He looks to look at his odds of being able to draw into what he's looking for. I'm not even sure if the 4th DCE is in Kieran's deck. I don't know if he even knows at this point. He's going to go ahead and just contemplate whether he wants to end or Sycamore. He is going to go with the end. And as he's seen there, Jason was able to heal 60 damage off of that Groudon. So he's back down to that 180. I'm sorry, he's back down to the 160. Kieran did not get the double puzzle of time or just another energy in general, so this is really not looking good for Kieran. Kieran's gonna go ahead and retreat. So now the Zubat is gonna pass. See, Jason's gonna go ahead and Karina. He's probably gonna go ahead and get another super potion off of this as well. He's gonna actually just take the computer search. Not sure what he's looking to computer search for at this point, but I guess he could be looking to get another puzzle at a time to get back the super potion. He does have the energy in his hand, but he's gonna computer search. He's gonna have to start getting rid of things. He could be getting rid of the Regirock as well with the computer search. He's actually just putting those cards in his hand to guarantee him the win off the next turn. So unless Kieran ends his turn and is able to get the energy attachment that he needs, alright, moment of truth. This cut and shuffle here. He got the DC, but I'm not sure how much it really is going to matter. The DCE. DC did make the difference whether he was going to get that knockout or not. I'm trying to think, had Jason got another super potion instead of that computer search, or gotten the second puzzle time to get the computer search with the energy, he would have actually survived. He had 160 on that Primal Kyogre, and he had taken 110. So he would only have been put up to 210 had he super potioned from that Mewtwo attack. So you see here, double puzzle time from Kieran. He's going to get back those DCs because Jason plays one gets us. That would cause Kieran to not be able to keep attacking. In a game that looked like Kieran was out and almost going to lose, that quickly getting that energy kept him in the game. Jason goes ahead and drops down the Bunnelby. Kieran is Looking like he only has about 3 cards left in deck. I'm not sure how many VS Seekers and stuff he has. He does have an N in his hand. So he does have a VS Seeker, so Kieran isn't going to deck out for as long as, unless Jason force him to do it. And Kieran just picked up 2 more prize cards, which is plenty. As a player, if I were in Jason's shoes and I saw that Kieran had 1 more VS Seeker left, I would instantly know that the decking idea. Not that I think Jason really has another choice at this point. There's just to manually attach to another Groudon is going to take too long, especially with Kieran just loading up that Mewtwo with energy. The Jason does have the option to, if he plays the energy, to be able to attack with the Wobbuffet. We see Jason's going to go ahead and Karina here. He's going to take that computer search in a Groudon. We see him, he's going to go ahead and computer search. He's computer searching for the Tropical Beach. Okay, we see he is going to go ahead and Tropical Beach. Now, Kieran's going to go ahead and look at his bottom 2 cards. Sees what he has. So is going to go ahead and end. Alright, you see Kieran's going to go ahead and take that knockout on that Bumblebee. Jason's pretty much in a position right now that he's really stuck on. He's got that Wobbuffet on the bench. It's just asking to be Lysandered up and KO'd by any of Kieran's psychic Pokemon. That was where I was the issue I was having there, so. He's gonna go ahead and Cassius in that Wobbuffet though, which is a good play here. He needed to put that away. He needs to try to get another Groudon out. I'm not sure if he's gonna have enough time, but it's definitely the play he needs to go for. Alright, so we're actually seeing Jason right here put in a position that if he gets this Enhanced Hammer, that he will win. As Kieran is out of energy. If he manually attaches here, Megas. Okay, it's not even going to attach the energy. Okay, Kieran did have that water energy left, the one water. But he's going to have to slowly skill dive. Jason might be able to come back and heal enough of this with his cards that he has. Kieran went ahead and passed because Kieran actually can't retreat this Mewtwo. So how quick that was to change. We see the fighting or Focus Ash, VS Seeker, and Energy Attachment. He's going to go ahead and beach. Kieran knows that he can't win that game. That puzzle of time was there. So Jason is the winner of the finals here at Canada Regionals. Kieran did get second. Congratulations to him. They both worked really hard here. Both players fought a lot yesterday as well. So congratulations both of them. Thank you very much for everybody watching, and we will see you guys for future events. Please feel free to follow social medias. They're all going to be listed below the videos. And again, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.